I come from this country, the great country Amazonia, originated from the country, the nation
to egg of sea.
We have suffered from the hands of the universe. We have suffered from the hands
Good day, the good people of Amazonia. Good day to you all, the great people of Amazonia. What is it that creates a Mandela? What is it that creates a Martin Luther King? What is it that creates someone like Christ, Castro, Che Guevara? What is it that even creates someone like an Obama? But what is it that also creates people like Paul Biya, Eddie Ongute, Natanganji Paul, Bulu terrorist? What is it that creates traitors? What is it? Why will some give their lives to free others, while others use their lives to become traitors, to destroy, to kill, to rape, to render others poor, dispossessed? What is it that creates an Ivo, an Ayaba, an Efa, or even someone like Asu, Mawale, Cecilia Mabo, woman of God? What is it? What is it that created Julius Nye, a Sheikh Harvey? What differentiates human being? Why are some so caring, while others become so evilish? What is it? What makes you, you? is it that drives you? What is it that makes you wake up in the morning? What is the essence of your life? The end of it all. What would you say you have left behind? How did you use your life? What did you do with it? This is the essence of my talk today. The history of the Amazonian people. Throughout our history, there is no one that has done, there is no one that has dedicated his life or her life to serve the Amazonian people. No one has committed their life for the complete liberation of the Amazonian people and General Effa. The Amazonian nationalist hero, the Amazonian Defense Forces Supreme Commander General Effa, served the Amazonian people, served the Amazonian liberation with honor and pride. He elevated and concretized the Amazonian nationalism to new heights. General Effa built and left behind what no one else has ever done before. I'm here to inform all of you the death of a hero. I'm here to inform the Amazonian people and the international community of the death of the Supreme Commander of Amazonian Defense Forces, General Effa. 2 weeks ago, as the leader reported, the Cameroon terrorist occupation military made several attempts to invade the Amazonian Defense Forces headquarters in Momo. Unsuccessful. It was an intense battle, but through the devilish acts of traitors and enablers, few of the Cameroon military succeeded to infiltrate. In the course of that, battled the various layers of security we have put in place. They had some breakthroughs and led them, the chief of AY and his networks led the Cameroon military to the innermost circle for headquarters, where they battled the Supreme Commander and his deputies for hours to the core. He made a breakthrough. He confronted them, challenged them, and they had a pushback. In the course of that, he survived. sustained a serious injury. Our underground medical facilities we have created. Our staff, medical staff, provided treatment was insufficient. As the leader stated, the general was moved to a secure location where he got treatment. And he was moved back to a safe place, far away, well secured, well guarded, with several layers of security. As the leader stated, an emergency surgery was needed to save the general's life. Forces moved the general and traveled hundreds of kilometers, braved all odds. The general got the surgery. They moved him back and still travel and brave the odds and travel hundreds of kilometers to our secure locations. A few days later, as the leader stated, the situation demanded an urgent medical attention. Facilities we had were still not enough. We had to move the general back to the hospital and brave those odds and travel the same distance. Obviously, the enemy's intelligence networks, they probably have picked up intelligence of the movement of forces or where the general had received treatment. Cameroon terrorist occupation forces succeeded, stormed the hospital where the general was on the surgical table receiving treatment. Picked up the general and whisked him away. The armor cars. Based on the fact that this was a hospital, our forces and intelligence operative sneaked the general in to make sure no one knew who he was and who was in that environment. When the colonial military or the colonial terrorist military invaded the hospital and whisked the Supreme Commander away, they wrapped him in the surgical blankets. Doctors were arrested. Nurses were taken away. Took him to upstation in Bamenda, where the Supreme Commander went through intense torture. Tortured General Efang until he became unconscious. They did everything humanly possible in terms of torture. They got no intelligence The general said no word. They continued torturing him. He became unconscious. They went back. The terrorist B went back to the hospital, arrested doctors and nurses, and forced them at gunpoint to provide treatment to the general. Once the general regained consciousness, they sent the doctors and nurses away. They continue torturing. Tortured the general till he died. Here is what Cameroon wanted to accomplish. Cameroon thought they took out the Supreme Commander, and it will be the end of the resistance, and it will be the end of the ADF and the end of the conflict. That is the greatest mistake Cameroon has made. We build a force that is completely decentralized. It has multiple centers of power across the Amazonian territory, with the knowledge, with the understanding of how Cameroon thinks and how they operate. Same day, killed the general by torture. The Ambazonia Defense Forces in Bamenda, from several brigades, launched a major operation that evening. Took out one of the most expensive armor car the Cameroon military have. And 7 of Cameroon bees killed on the spot in Bamenda. Secondly, the Ambazonia Defense Forces is undefeatable, it's unchallengeable, it's unopposed. It's the way it's designed. They dampen the spirit of the Amazonian people? Not really. Have they shaken our resolve? No. Have they weakened our commitment? Hell no. We are more stronger, more resilient, more committed, more defiant, and more focused than any time before. Today, as you have been informed, our forces in the state of Donga carry out an economic sabotage operation against Cameroon and destroyed millions of CFA, intensify the cost of occupation. The armor car we destroyed in Bamenda a few days ago cost $500,000. few seconds, Cameroon went into a deep hole financially. They lost 7 of their top B soldiers. This is who we are. If we face a crisis in one state, another state will make us smile. If there's a problem in Mezam, we will make us smile. Donga will make us smile. If there's a problem in Fako, Meme will make us smile. Ngoketunja will make us smile. And you will make us smile. Meme will make us smile. This is who we are. We are tough and we are resilient. Cameroon occupation in Ambazonia has come to an end. No matter what they do, no matter who they kill, Cameroon will not come back. There is nothing that will bring back Cameroon in Ambazonia. That's what Mr. Biya must know. That's what Dion Ngute must know. That's what Atangaji must know. That's what the colonial senators, parliamentarians, colonial administrators must know. You have a message to the colonial CPDM elites and cartel in the Mogamo area. Every single one of you, including the chief of Ewa, that was involved to provide intelligence and leak the location of the Supreme Commander. As he has gone down, so will you too. Let me make this very clear to everyone. All those who participated and collaborated with the Cameroon military, including the fund and the networks of traitors, as the Supreme Commander has gone down, so will you too. Ambazonia Defense Forces will clean out the network of traitors in Mogamo and anywhere else in Ambazonia, including the Fawn who has escaped and is hiding in the B base in Bamenda. Lastly, we will intensify our resistance campaign, and all colonial CPDM elites, all colonial administrators will be part of the target of our resistance campaign. They couldn't fight our forces. They couldn't fight the Supreme Commander when he was alive. They can only torture him when they knew he was injured and receiving treatment in the hospital. That's what cowards do. That's what drunkards do. The resistance will intensify. Our resolve has been strengthened. Our commitment to do whatever it takes to end the remnants of, or whatever is left of Cameroon occupation in our territory Fellow Ambazonians. Now wait till they create someone where they give a life for free on people. Wait till they create a Mandela, Martin Luther King. Wait till they create someone like Jesus Christ. Wait till even they create someone like an Obama. Wait till they create an Ayaba, an Ivo, an Efa, for dedicate their lives, for sacrifice their lives, for give their lives, for liberate, for free, for bring dignity for their people. And wait till they create someone like a Julius Mee, a Mami Wole, a Cecilia Mabo, a woman of God, a Iron Lady. Wait till they create people them like the Amber Lady. Wait till they create a Sheikh Harvey, a PK. Wait till they even create someone like the ASU, what they in front of now. And now wait till they also take a human being and make it like a phobia for destroy, kill, for burn big mammy them alive, burn entire communities. Now wait till they create traitors like the Capo Daniels and all other Ambazonian traitors. Now wait till they create those kind of people. Why some people then, they could be full of kindness in the middle of this war? We see people them like Justice Ayako, the Ayabine. They go right inside bush for sacrifice their own lives. Care for our people then. While others, they find those same people that they inside bush for kill them. It will be the difference. Where it make the difference in human beings. The Supreme Commander of Ambazonia Defense Forces, General Efa, the finest Ambazonian nationalist hero. The ADF Supreme Commander, General Efa, he be served the Ambazonian people them and the Ambazonian liberation with honor and pride. He elevate and he concretized the Ambazonian nationalism and bring them to a place where no one not been ever take with it. General Efa, he built and leave behind which no one else not be ever, it don't ever do. The Ambazonian people. I want to tell all the Ambazonian people, Papa, Mommy, brothers, uncles, and friends of Ambazonia. The General Efa died through torture. As the leader tell Una a few days ago, the Battle of Momo will take place 2 weeks ago, It not be easy. What forces the fight, until black legs of the Mogamo cartel, the sneak La République du Cameroon beats them during the battle. They carry some of them, enter with them through all kinds of places, them for go show the inner circle of our fighters. Our fighters, they battle them out until the chief and the Mogamo cartel, they carry the beat, and while the fighting they go on, carry some beads them, they go show them the core of the general. Even when they show a location, he and the forces what they did for the inner core, they wipe the La République du Cameroon and shoot their way out. In the course of that, the general will be seriously wounded. Even when he will be seriously wounded, he battle away. He come out for the ring of fire with his forces, with his bodyguards, while the other one, they fight for keep the military away and for push back. To be reported then, the Supreme Commander is survived. The underground clinics, who don't put on, they start for provide treatment. Realize and say the treatment not be enough. An emergency medical attention for better and well-equipped hospital, it will be needed. They get to move the Supreme Commander. The forces, they get to brace and take all the risk. Move the Supreme Commander for place where he get urgent and proper treatment from a specialist. They succeed. Take he enter inside one hospital. They provide the treatment. The forces, they get to take the risk. Travel hundreds of kilometers. Bring it back to a place where they keep the Supreme Commander with high protection and high security. Two days later, the situation will be bad. They will need an emergency surgery. They don't do them for underground clinics. They need for carry enter inside hospital. We get the kind of specialist for save your life. Our forces, they still take the risk. Carry the Supreme Commander and travel hundreds of kilometers and bring it overnight. Take it through the back doors. Enter for hospital so that no man no go know who they don't bring them inside. They lie low for grass. The doctors, they give their best. They do their best. They provide the surgery, provide the treatment. Ultimately, they find the forces, they get for still carry the Supreme Commander. Travel back to safe location with maximum security. Few days later, conditions start bad. They require medical attention from a specialist. una picking them, una forces for the love for the get them for the general and the love for the get them for the country. For the mission we una send them to do am, they still take the risk, carry their general, travel hundreds of kilometers, take all kind of risk, go back, make the general, the Supreme Commander, he receive treatment. The informants, the blacklegs, the Mogamo cartels, they don't only provide intelligence to the occupation forces. Once the general be there on top table for treatment, the forces the way they bring for that place, don't enter back for backbush, they lie low. For when me treatment finish, they can take it. So that alarm, they will create alarm for the hospital. Because one text message will go out. Colonial armor cars, they stormed the hospital. And as soon as some of you see the video, arrest the doctors for that table of surgery with the Supreme General did for surgery for a condition. So the Cameroon military whiskey away. The carry go for Bamenda upstation. The torture. They not get any intelligence on me. They do all kinds of them with the condition of the wounds and the surgery we don't get them. They torture you until you become unconscious. They send 2 more cars. When they go arrest all the doctors for hospital and nurses. Bring them for force the doctors and the nurses under gunpoint. Make the provide treatment and for bring General Efang back to life. The doctors and nurses under gunpoint, they provide the treatment and they bring General Efang back to life. They carry the doctors and they come out. We drop them back to the hospital. Now the doctors, they be totally traumatized by the terror where they don't see them. These terrorist bees for upstation, they continue with the torture of the Supreme Commander. They torture him until he dies. Wetin Cameroon, if we want do am, Cameroon believes say if they succeed to take out General Efang, after more than 100 attempts, they don't fail. So if they take out General Efang, the fight will stop, the resistance will stop, ADF will be weakened, and therefore the quest for the Ambazonian freedom could die. That's the biggest mistake that Cameroon don't make. Because what Cameroon don't know, I say, the power of ADF, they're not for one place. ADF headquarters, yes, it is for Momo, but we don't create many layers of headquarters because we understand the thinking system and the way Cameroon work. That's why we distribute the power of our leadership structure on the ground. So that if Wahala it is for one place, the other place, it will make we happy. If Momo get problem, if fire plenty for Momo, Bui go stand strong. Ndonga go stand strong. Bamenda will stand strong. Meme will stand strong. Fako will stand strong. If we be weak for one place, the other place will make we smile. We understand. Cameroon, their biggest mistake for take a person will not be fit for fighting only their life. They don't try for fighting more than 100 times. They don't succeed. The cowards and the drunkards, they be fit for Getty. Now for a surgery bed. Be fit for Getty. Now for the surgery table. And then they torture it to death. With General Efam, una pikin. They don't do it for una. They don't build it for una. We prepare. We don't prepare for these days, for these events, for these moments, for these kind of things. Because we don't decide to give our lives the freedom of the Ambazonian people. General Efam decide for commit a life, for sacrifice a life, for dedicate a life, for give the Ambazonian people them freedom, dignity, and hope. Which he don't do for we. How far you don't take the resistance, the pride and honor we don't give for the Ambazonian people there. That's something when a moment this for always, for be filled with pride and honor, for which we don't do for always. How far you don't take the liberation, the forces we don't build them, the institutions we don't build them, the name we don't give we. Leader tell we say a liberation struggle is not a walk in the park. As a people, we will be tested. The enemy will test we. For see if we be serious. So one freedom. And you must stand firm. You must stand strong. In the most difficult of circumstances, not lose your hope. Because the moment you blink, the enemy and if I don't give you what you be asked for. Now at the moment for you for continue on top of what he'd already give you. You know, go continue from nothing. Now you fit stand and start from place where it fall. Pick the race with defiance, honor it. And the best way for honor the general, not through your actions. The best way for show how grateful you be for which you don't do and for all way, not through your commitment for the purpose, for the mission, for continue the work. Forces to be strong, and that's why the same day when they torture you until you die, when the forces to go out and take out the most expensive Cameroon ammo car. They plant the biggest bomb for Bamenda and destroy the most expensive Cameroon ammo car, where it costs $500,000, more than $1 billion CFA. They killed 7 of Cameroon B them. As you don't report them for that today. The operation we with the forces don't carry for Donga today. destroy hundreds of millions of CFA of equipment, for increase the cost of occupation, and for make the cost unbearable to Cameroon. Ambazonia Defense Forces, it be undefeatable, it be unchallengeable, it be unopposed. Nothing will destroy him. No one. The Blacklegs and the Mogamo cartel, any person where you participate and collaborate and provide intelligence will lead to the death of the Supreme Commander. As he don't die, and so you too, you could pay the price. The Mogamo cartel, all the people that be responsible for leak intelligence, for collaborate and for provide intelligence to the Cameroon be on day to come, including the phone. So, we must stay strong. Cameroon, the presence of Ambazonia don't come to an end. No matter what Cameroon do, whether they go up or they come down, whether they kill this soldier or that soldier, Cameroon no go ever come back from Ambazonia. Mr. Paul Biya must know this. Cameroon no go ever return to Ambazonia. And for all the CPDM elites, as we intensify our resistance campaign against the occupation, we now move out of our territory, because every single one of the member of the CPDM colonial elites and administrators, as we promised 2027, nobody will be spared. We must clean the land and drain the swamp of Cameroon occupation. Any person will be a member of the CPDM elites, of the CPDM party, will be responsible for the genocide on the Ambazonian people there. You two will pay the price. The war of liberation this. We don't stand for end Cameroon presence for our land. Any person will be part of the Cameroon administration, the Cameroon CPDM party, the Cameroon occupation governance will be a direct target. And according to international law, and according to how liberation struggles that we fight, Ambazonians will make an exception of anybody who will participate for occupation governance. 2024, we will intensify our campaign against Cameroon at all levels. The only thing we will ask our people then, we will show defiance, we will show commitment. Time this for doing. How you go do it? Pay your liberation tax. Alright? Pay your liberation tax. The best way for show your payback and for express your anger on Cameroon and for increase your commitment and for find any place where a Cameroon grandstand day burn them down, a Cameroon colonial office day burn them down, burn down the system where they keep you occupied, burn down the system where they kill your beginner, burn down the system where want to subjugate you, bring down the system when they commit genocide. Action against Cameroon occupation governance and anything Cameroon. Now you pay back that. Pay back Cameroon and do everything humanly possible Whether not for you for carry out that action alone, or now una 2, or una 3, or una 4, una come together. But the best contribution if you make them, now for increase your contribution to the liberation and to the resistance. All right? I just come today. I say make I can console on a heart, but also assure one. Make a console on a heart, make a comfort on her, and make a console on her. I don't transform my own pain and my own sadness into gratitude. I don't transform my own hurt into appreciation, into more work for the liberation. The best way I feel honored General Efa, and for which I could do from this moment forward to the Ambazonian people, for honor a legacy and for fulfill the promise of independence and freedom to our people. All right? Una get a good night. Una stay strong. We'll be Ambazonia. Victory always. Shake, shake in our day. Any of now, we this thing touch you enough, and you want to make a big contribution for honor the general, contact me. I'll get my number. My name is Lucas Sasso. I said on love, peace, and strength.
Good morning, Pachi. Good morning to everybody. I just wanted to appreciate you. The speech of this morning. You have really said it. You've said it all. You've said it to the best points of it. I wish your brothers and sisters should understand that we are really in it for development and nothing else. But on the other side, I wanted to encourage our brothers and sisters and those who are in the village equally that they should not panic. Nobody should panic anything here. We should stay focused, be vigilant, and continue with our individual activities while equally preparing for our forthcoming contributions for this year. I want to say this. People should not panic. When I say people should not panic, it's because he who wants to harm somebody, he who wants to destroy somebody, will not come and stand in the public and be announcing that I'm going to do this, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to do so. We should understand that these people, they have received a shock which is to them unbearable, but they must only bear it. And they want to do everything to frighten people. That's just simply what they are doing, just to threaten and frighten people like that. We should just be tactical, we should just be vigilant and wise. And we need to cooperate. Those who are in the village, please, I am pleading. No information is neglected. No information is neglected. When you have any information, you should table it to the appropriate quarters competent to solve it or to exploit the information. Please, we need people who can cooperate and give reliable information so that the reliable headquarters in which are responsible can work on them. Please, like I said, please, we should not panic. You know, it is fear that brings death. It is fear that brings death. The more we are afraid, the more we are equally pushed into traps of the enemy. So we should remain focused. We should remain focused, please. There's nothing to fear about. All is well, and you shall be well more than that. Thank you people very much for understanding and better cooperation. God bless us all.
Ambazonia Defense Forces, the vanguards of the Ambazonia War of Independence. Welcome to ACN.